Cool. Well, I'm glad it's working. I got this little phone here. So.
Yeah, you sound like hot garbage, but that's okay.
Really?
Well,
I wonder why.
Well, because you always sound like hot garbage.
Well, as long as it's normal, then we're good.
I guess. It's a little bit less than normal. I expect nothing less than you to fuck things up, though, so.
Give me 30 seconds.
That's all it takes. You ruin an entire life in 30 seconds. That's your superpower, Tommy. Ruiner of worlds.
One of many.
Name the others.
We don't have time for that.
Oh, yeah. Good cop out. I love it. Tommy, I saw a man without a mask today.
Oof, I hate that.
You ever see a man without a mask?
I don't like that.
I don't like it either. Every man should wear a mask, for crying out loud. Nobody should ever see a man without a mask. Men are ridiculous looking. You're all weird. Put a mask on.
That's right.
He was staring at me, though, because I guess he was staring at me because I was wearing a mask, you know?
Oh, yeah. Like the old, yep. Like he was seeing if he could take you, huh?
I don't know. It kind of reminded me. So, Pookie, my girlfriend, whom I adore, has all these cats. Like, every cat ever lives in her home. And, like, when you enter the door or leave or you're about to leave, all the cats gather together and they all sit down and they stare stoically straight ahead with, like, no emotions on their face whatsoever. They're just silently judging you. And, you know, I think after you leave the room, the cats probably whisper to each other about you, like in a low yet melodic tone, like Billie Eilish. Like, did you see that guy's eyebrows? He needs to tame those wild nightmares. But the same look on those cats is the same look this man had. He was weird. Silently judging me.
Because you had a mask on.
Because I had a mask on. And I say, go ahead, that's fine. Catch a COVID or two. Cough yourself into oblivion. Sneeze yourself into obscurity. See if I give an old-fashioned hoot. I couldn't even be bothered to care.
Yeah. I've been wearing my mask in my car just to annoy people.
Yeah, that annoys me too. That's a weird thing to do. Don't ever do that. If I see you doing that, I will toss an entire cod on your windshield. And you will be like, who is tossing cod onto my windshield? And it will be me, because I don't approve of your shenanigans. And that's how I show my disapproval these days, is throwing cod at things. Okay?
Oh, it's great though, because like the liquor store is close to like the dollar store by my house, so I usually go to both like a lot, you know.
Man, you really hit the white trash lottery, didn't you?
And
it doesn't get much better. Holy fuck! You got a liquor store and a goddamn dollar store, hand in hand.
Yeah, they're like a quarter mile away from each other, so like, you know, you got to drive, but yeah, I just love keeping my mask on and that. And it's a pretty busy intersection right there. So, yeah, it's fun to watch people just look at me weird.
Yeah. By the way, if you're wearing a mask out there in the wild, wild west, cover your dirty, snot-dripping nose, for crying out loud.
It's so weird, isn't it?
It doesn't work if you don't cover your nose. Like, and
you know, a weird thing, your nose is connected to your lungs, too.
Who knew? Who knew you breathe through your nose as well as your mouth? I never did.
A lot of people don't know that, I don't think. Because there's just a bunch of honkers. There's honkers everywhere.
There's so many honkers. They're all like, well, I talk out my mouth, not my nose, so obviously it's not a thing.
Right. While they're sneezing all over everything.
Yeah. I find that usually the people, though, with the mask sliding down their dumb faces, barely covering their mouths, are usually the same folks you see with the droopy pants and their asses exposed. Like, cover both those things up. They're equally as deadly these days, and I don't need either of it. You know? But I digress, Tyson. There's more than one type of mask in the cosmos, Tommy. Did you know this?
I do.
Okay. Because I'm here to talk about a different kind of mask. I'm here to talk about The Masked Singer.
I know what that is, but I've never seen it.
This show, it's batshit that it even exists in this world. It really is. This, in case you're unfamiliar with such things, is just another variation on the Let's Watch People Sing contest shows. I mean, they've just about done it all at this point.
Right?
The only thing left, let's just put folks in a clear plastic box, suck out all the air, and see who can sing the best without breathing. You lose points if you pass the fuck out. Let's call it Take My Breath Away. That's the name of the show. I'm pitching that this fall to the Fox Network.
Okay, yeah, Fox. All right.
Well, I mean, who else would take that garbage?
You better get on Shark Tank.
I should. I'll pitch it to that Mark Cuban. He seems like a man that could appreciate me suffocating other human beings. Something in his eyes. He looks like a shark. Mm-hmm. It's probably where they get the name of that program. I mean, I'd watch that show on the regular.
Absolutely.
Take my breath away. More than I would this trippy little masquerade ball they got going on with the tuneless warbling. I mean, do you know what the Masked Singer is? Are you familiar with the concept?
I am. I mean, I know it's supposed to be a celebrity, correct? But you're not sure what celebrity, and I think the contestants guess. Is that right?
Yeah, that's the contestants. First of all, okay, let's explain the show. The show is it's a show in which singers are masked in the most ridiculous costumes ever. They all look like acid flashbacks mixed with a Taco Bell fever dream. After you made one of those late night runs to the border. I mean, your mind is never right if you hit up that fourth meal at the witching hour. You know, Tommy, you've done that.
Absolutely.
You've probably had all sorts of frights in your dreams after that.
I do it often, so yeah.
Oh, jeez. You live on the edge. You gain power from those fears in your dreams, huh?
El Caro Taco Bell.
Oh, my God. Usually these people, they perform some popular song and the crowd pretends to go bonkers about it because they care. And usually this is sang with a talent probably less than your average dive bar karaoke professional. Yeah. And then a panel of alleged celebrities try to guess the ever important question, who dat? Who dat under that mask? You know?
I've never seen it, but maybe I'll watch.
Oh, you're intrigued now, are you? Mm-hmm. You'd rather watch this than take your breath away. How dare you, sir?
Until David Blaine gets on Take Your Breath Away and everybody's like, fuck.
Oh, man. I mean, he would win, right?
There ain't no contest then.
He'd probably suck the air out of the audience room and take it for himself somehow.
Right. He just never comes back.
Oh, my God. What's the difference between a David Blaine and a David Copperfield, other than one is a Charles Dickens creation?
Yeah, I think Blaine is more daring and more of a what would you call it, like a stunt? You know, does stunts. Where Copperfield is just pretty much magic, from what I remember, right?
Oh, that was a pretty good description. He's more of a stunt, you know. Cool. Yeah. That was great. Which one of those David motherfuckers made the Statue of Liberty disappear?
Oh, I think that was Copperfield.
Well, I don't like him. He don't like freedom, apparently. This show basically wigs me out by its entire existence. So I really had to know where it came from. And obviously, America has no original ideas. So they ripped it off from a South Korean show called King of Masked Singer.
Oh, wow. They didn't even bother to try to change anything, huh?
Why bother? I mean, why even try? I mean, all you listeners right here, yeah, you really learn yourself here on the program. You do. I'm about to teach you about the origins of the Masked Singer. But what really put the cherry in my Pepsi was the stage names that these Korean celebs went by on the show. So amazing. Each one of them worth obsessing over. Here's my favorite ones. Are you ready, Tommy?
I am.
Now, you should know, if you look these guys up, all the costumes are much less elaborate, but so much weirder.
All right. I will some Wikipediaing, I think.
Yeah, that's right. So here's some of the names. We got Jingle Jingle Lark. Was a stage name. Give a taste of Spicy Miss Pepper. Ooh, yeah. Go, Hawaii.
Weird.
Make sure you breathe heavily into that. Are you getting turned on right now? Is this a phone sex line that I dialed on accident? Why are you breathing heavenly? Heavenly, apparently. It's heavenly when you breathe heavily into the microphone, Tommy. Sexy vocal cricket.
Weird.
Or awesome. You tell me. Write with love pencil.
What? What does that mean?
Hey, girl. Hey, that's what that means. Watch it with the sexy, you know. This is like a family program. This is a show to play for the fam around that tea-giving day table. So I might want to tone it down there, South Korean crazy show. Heart Attack Cupid.
Oh, I like that one. That's my favorite.
Really? Better than Sexy Vocal Cricket?
Yep.
Interesting. I think Heart Attack Cupid really has the ring of a like a horror franchise of some sort.
He just sounds like he parties.
Oh, he parties a lot, huh? All for love, you know. Ready to order, popcorn girl.
What?
Yeah. That sounds like a Fall Out Boy song if you ask me.
Right, for real.
0 calories if you taste MC Hamburger.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, then that one sounds like some Charles Bukowski poetry. So, I mean.
Yeah, well, I love Bukowski.
Yeah. Giant chestnuts of bread. That was a celebrity contestant name. Yeah. And one celeb went by the name of Bob Ross.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he was wearing a fucking cartoon mask of Bob Ross.
Nice.
I thought it was nice. It made me happy. It was a happy little scene. And the reason I brought all this up about a show that I've watched approximately one episode of in the past 3 years is because every time I see previews of this on Football Sundays, I find it to be quite amazing, this program, just by the promos. So the judges of the show are Jenny McCarthy, Robin Thicke, Nicole Scherzinger, and Ken Jeong. And I know what you're thinking. Holy shit, that's an all-star cast of talent. And it really is. The best of the best when it comes to judging singing talent, right?
Who the hell is Nicole Scherzinger?
I mean, who isn't she? Now, all these judges, they try to guess the identity of the masked singer based on 1, the songs that they sing, based on 2, the voice, and based on 3, random clues that the masked participants ominously pass out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Oh, you're starting to get it, are you? Starting to get a clue finally? Wow.
That doesn't make a damn lick of sense, but...
Yeah. Tommy's not clueless for once, as if.
This is entertainment in America, huh? Wow.
This is entertainment. So much so they spun it. They made another show called The Masked Dancer. That's how cool this is.
Oh, like a spinoff.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I was trying to say. Didn't you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, thank you. You're a great human being.
My brain when you can't.
Okay. And based on what I gather from all their shouts and guesses, if Batman existed in the Masked Singer universe, Bruce Wayne's secret would be safe forever because their guesses are always the worst. They don't know.
That's all. I'm gonna have to start watching this.
They don't have a clue. Oh, really? Did I buy a customer for Fox? Should I be a spokesperson for this show? Should they pay me now?
Yeah, you're good. You're good advertisement for it.
Oh, I love it. Give me all the money, Fox Entertainment Business Network place.
The miserable slave.
Yeah. My favorite thing about these promos is the look of shock and utter disbelief on all the faces of the judges in the promos whenever a quote, surprising or astonishing reveal is promised on the next episode, like they lose their fucking minds. They act like they've won $14 billion. They are the best actors in the world. They deserve all the Academy Awards. And I'll tell you why, Tommy. Do you know why?
Because it's Ken Jeong.
Because no one, and I repeat, no one could actually be that excited to see Brian Austin Green under a fucking giraffe head. It's not possible.
I'd be pretty.
You would be pretty excited about that.
I just think it'd be like, wow, where the hell has he been in the past 20 years? He married somebody, didn't he? Like somebody famous?
He married Megan Fox.
That's right. Yeah.
And that's what he did. I mean, if that's your claim to fame, that you married some woman for the last 20 years, well, I mean, that's your claim to fame. You married some woman, so I guess.
Yeah, but he was on 90210, right? When we were kids.
He was on that, and he was a white rapper like a Vanilla Ice man.
Was he really? I don't remember that, but that's pretty awesome.
What do you mean you don't remember that? You don't remember the Brian Austin Green album?
I don't, but that's like in real life he was?
Yes, he tried to have like a career in the hip and the hop.
No.
Yeah.
And then he just danced away with Kevin Federline to wherever they go off to.
White boy heaven.
Yeah, the next Masked Singer is going to be Federline now, watch.
Yeah. Who's the bigger honky? That's the next reality TV show. The hosts are going to be Brian Austin Green and Kevin Federline. It'd be great.
Vanilla Ice.
Because you asked, Tommy, and you did, his first and only album was released in 1996, that year of our Lord. What a great year. Brian Austin Green released a hip-hop album called One Stop Carnival, presumably because it's a big party and he's a fucking clown, I would guess. Let's see the track listing, shall we? We got, oh God, track number 1 is The Closet. So that's, yeah, right. Number 3 is You Send Me.
Hey, 50s song.
Yeah, true. Track number 4 is 1, 2, 3s with a Z, you know, because he's edgy.
Yeah, you got to have the Z in there.
Yeah. Number 8 is Da Drama. Number 9 is Mind and Da Body. Number 10 is Beauty and Da Beats. You know?
Wow.
You getting how edgy he is? Track number 13 is Ecstasy with EX Tassie. You know?
Oh, man. This sounds the best.
It's Da Bomb. You heard? Shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. We fuck around with Brian Austin Green on the old MRS here.
And in other news, 1996 was the year Megan Fox was born. So that's...
Oh, snap. Thank you for that. I love it. I mean, good for him, though, because that Megan Fox was a fetching lass. And she was hot AF career-wise for a while there. So good for him for leveling up.
They both just floated away into the abyss together, huh?
Yeah, they did. He's like, yo, shorty, let me play track number 9, Mind and the Body. Then you know what I'm all's about.
He's like, I'll take you far, far away. But she didn't realize that she'd never be coming back.
Yo, girl, you beauty, I'm the beats. You get it? You heard right.
That's what got her,
yeah.
Obviously.
Avi. Anyways, excuse me, stop interrupting me. How dare you? This isn't... I need you to get on task. This is no room for tangents here on this program. Are you kidding me? We have a limited timeline. You keep talking. Oh my God. You are trouble with a capital T and a pop-o-matic bubble, sir. You just keep talking. I mean, you've been a pickle puss all day. A real dill.
I'm not interrupting anymore.
Good. You just sit there while I make fun of you some more. Basically, my point is, I wish I could care about anything as much as Ken Jeong cares about things when he discovers Brian Austin Green under a fucking giraffe head. Like, I really hope all you people lose your balls as much as Ken Jeong when he discovered it was Bret Michaels wearing a fucking banana costume. I mean,
was it really?
Oh, of course it was. What a world.
Well, Ken Jeong probably gets so excited because he realizes this is the last thing he'll ever do. He might have to go back to being a doctor.
I mean, he's the host of The Masked Dancer, so he's riding the wave as far as he can.
Look at that. He's got the spin-off and everything.
I mean, he's the franchise. He's the face of the business there, you know?
We should call it Dumbass Dancer.
Dumbass Dancer.
Get out on the 1, 2s, 3s.
Oh man, don't do that too much. You're gonna woo a Megan Fox somewhere in this universe. She's gonna be sliding up into your DMs anytime now, I'm sure.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. I'm a kept man. I've got the beloved. I don't need no fox in my hen house. You know.
That's.
Excuse me. What did you say as you cut out?
I said that's for show. Sorry, I was getting my Brian Austin Green.
Oh
so
my
that's
God.
for show.
Okay. You seem to lose your breath every time that you try to be really cool.
I'm trying to go back to your little take my breath away. I'm trying to practice that.
I thought so. I mean, I got something that'll take your breath away, Tommy. Let me be your sexy vocal cricket and say, drop that beat, D-boy.
Put it in. We're drinking summer shandy on Thursday. We so motherfucking out here, though. We never been this out here. Woo! So strange when it's changing the sleep. What you know about Leonard Skinner? The whacker the intro, the hotter the verse every time, baby. I've seen the hard times and the pressure get on me. Well, I've been working like a working man do. Got my act together, gonna walk all over you. Pressure pushing down on me, pushing down on you. Shit, let's raise the roof. Woo! About time, it's the era of the rebels. Cloud 9 in the air up in the vessels. Generation fearless, got a taste for weirdness. Flow on fire, that's the way my beard is. Hard times, jump starting the grind. It's all good, y'all. Things fall apart sometimes. Let it go, let me know when you're ready, though. Don't push me, cuz until the edge I'm close. When the time comes, ride for something. Or live to be 9 and then just die for nothing. Speak their heart, your baby, speak their mind. And I'ma play their part, and I'ma freak that rhyme one time for you. Rhyme one time for you. I'm an island, man. There ain't nothing else by me, man. And I drink enough whiskey to float a battleship around this bitch any motherfucking how. Wow.
Welcome to the Miserable Retail Slave Show. We're coming to you from the Pod Shack outside beautiful Flint, Michigan, USA. My name is Randy. His name is Tommy, and your name is Awesome for listening to us today. Thank you so much for sharing your goddamn ears with us. Holy cow, isn't that a blessing, Tommy?
It sure is.
Oh, you sounded very sincere there, and I appreciate that. You were a real cute boy right then. It was like you almost cared about the listeners.
Oh, well, I'll be better than that.
Thank you. I need you to up your hate level, please. You know, a kind, gentle Tommy doesn't put butts in the seats. You know, it really doesn't. Oh boy, here we are providing all the free, entertainment for all the folks. Big Dumb Comedy Show for all the masses. You can be entertained without leaving the house. Did you even know that, people? Like, you can have your cake and you can eat it too.
Yeah, don't leave. Don't leave. Stay home.
Please. That's the dumbest phrase I've ever heard in my existence, too, by the way. Since we're on the subject. Like, what else would you do with cake other than eat it, too? Like, stare at it? You know?
Yeah.
If I have cake, you're damn sure I'm going to eat it, too, because that's its necessary function. You a cake fan, Tommy?
I am not.
Oh.
Ice cream cake. I'll eat some ice cream cake.
Okay, so don't say you're not when you clearly... There's not an asterisk when I say cake. It includes the broad spectrum.
Well, when we're talking like the traditional cake, no, I'll eat the frosting, but I don't know.
Of course you are. That's why you have the body of a young Danny DeVito.
It's getting better.
Okay, I love it. Everything's getting better, right, in this world? Everything's fine. It's fine.
Absolutely.
It's great. Tommy, how are you? How are you doing? Tell me about your life. What's going on? Why do you seem so sad and nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. I'm not really sad or anything. I'm good. I drank too much this weekend, so anxiety's a little bit out of whack, but that's pretty normal. So everything's normal.
Every time you're on this program, you seem like the biggest mess that anyone's ever dealt with. And I feel it makes everyone else feel better about themselves, but it makes me sad for you. So what can I do to help you?
Nothing. I was going to say, that's why I'm here, right?
To be the clown jester of the folks. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, the people's clown. That's what you are.
I'm still working out, writing every day. I'm doing pretty good.
What are you writing? Tell me. I want to know.
You've seen most of it on Facebook, but mainly just funny memories that I can turn into, Mike Birbiglia-ish, maybe jokes or something.
Oh, that's fun.
Funny.
Okay.
Some of them are just good times.
Good times.
Just writing away. I'm doing that a lot. Filling out every job application under the sun. That's a lot of fun. It's fun to go on Zoom meetings and then they say, where do you see yourself in a year? And I go, hopefully back on the road doing comedy. They love hearing that. They love that.
I bet. Like, you aspire to be someplace other than here? How dare you?
Like when I get the rejection emails when they're just like, we have decided to move forward in our hiring process without you. And I just write back like, I'm surprised that you even called me in the first place. Fun.
Didn't you see my qualifications, which were none? Why did you call me?
The other day, I just wrote back, figured to somebody. I don't even think you're supposed to reply to them, but they're real people. So
they're real people. It'll touch a nerve.
I didn't think about the Good Feet store. That was funny.
What? What's a Good Feet store? Is it some sort of foot fetish store?
I think so, but that's not what I was. I like I said, I was just applying to anything and everything, and I shit you not, out of nowhere, I got a call, and this guy was like, "Hey, you busy right now?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "This is Lee from the Good Feet store. Let's talk." And we talked for like 40 minutes, and we just talked. It was the weirdest thing. And then he's like, "All right, I'm going to give you some homework." And there was like 6 1-minute videos on their website that he wanted me to watch. He said, "I'll call you back tomorrow." And he called me back the next day, and we just talked. It was the weirdest thing. So he pretty much, I had nothing going on. I can talk to Lee for a half hour, whatever.
Oh my God. Let's sing a hymn and say a prayer for good old Lee, who's stuck at the Good Feet store and clearly lonely AF, because who's going to date somebody that works at the Good Feet store?
Dude, I was like, so what do you guys do for COVID? Do you guys, he's like, well, we lock the door, which makes a lot of people.
He's like, we wear socks at the Good Feet store. That's how we handle it.
So when we all get busy, he just locks the door, and then he's like, "Yeah, people flip me off, but I don't want them coming in here when we're busy." And then I said, "Well, what do you do with the customers?" He's like, "Well, if people need help, you got to help them." I'm like, "What?" He's like, I guess he had somebody in a wheelchair the other day, and the dad didn't want to help him get his shoes off, so Lee got down there and helped him. I'm like, "Yeah, that ain't happening. I'm not doing that."
Wow. So
not during COVID. Okay?
So people are clamoring to get in the Good Feet store.
Yes, man, because he didn't even ask me if I wanted an interview. He just did it. So,
man,
It was like 5 minutes in before I realized, oh, this is what. Whoa, we're talking because I didn't even remember I filled out an application there. I don't know. I just click apply.
Shit, Tommy, you almost fucked around and got a career in foot supplies.
The best thing was after the second day we talked, like at the end, he was like, well, why don't you come in next week and check out the store? And I was like, I'm going to talk to my wife about that. And he's like, no, you really need to tell me a time right now. I was like, I'll call you back. And I never called him back.
Oh.
So waiting right next to his phone. Usually I'm a man of my word, but
not in this day.
I guess old Lee got the hint.
He's like, fuck. I feel like toe jam now because I thought I had a friend.
He's
lost another one.
The one person that answered my phone call doesn't want to work for me.
What is it about me? Do I have foot and mouth disease? I don't get it. Who wouldn't want to work at the Good Feet store?
Oh man, I guess you're like a foot artist or something weird.
Like foot artist. Tell me more.
Yep. And oh yeah, you like it's supposed to be for people with feet issues or leg or back issues because they say like now they say people take care of their tires on their car, but they don't think your feet are the tires of the body.
That's the best thing I've ever heard. Holy cow.
Right. If you don't have good shoes, you can really screw up those limbs.
Fuck, I hope they have a mascot like Footsie or something. I swear to God, my one foot hurts randomly. Like I'm off my feet now because I don't work retail no mo. Because I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm better than all y'all.
Yeah.
But my foot just randomly hurts, which is like.
Yeah. My right one does. It's really weird. So.
Shit, yeah, my left one does.
We can put our feet together and walk.
And be a whole person finally. I mean, that's why we do this podcast, right? So we can be one whole
Sure. Yeah. Maybe me and you need to call Lee and make an appointment. I can give him my right foot, and you can give him your left foot at the same time.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't imagine nothing but perverts work at the Good Feet store.
I was just thinking that. I mean, like, come on. I hate feet. I hate my own feet.
Yeah. I don't understand people that have a foot fetish, and I'm sorry for all the people that have a foot fetish, but the fuck? Like, it's the grossest part of the body, bar none. Even the butt is great, and that's where all the poop comes from. I would take that over your dumb foot any day of the week.
You need to work at the Good Butt store, Randy.
I would work at the Good Butt store all day long, and I think there's a lot of people out there that would too, right? Right? There's a bunch of homies out there like cheering and clapping and woot 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 like Arsenio Hall right now. They're behind me.
I don't think Pookie would like you working at the Good Butt store.
Oh shit! Does she listen? Fuck.
Probably not.
Oh, but she does. She's got to keep me in check somehow, right?
That.
I better mind my P's and feet, huh?
Yep.
Tommy, I find people more insufferable than ever.
Oh, me included.
You at the top of the list.
I just don't like people anymore, which is really weird because my whole life I've always been like, I love people. I'm a people person.
Yeah, that was the most annoying thing about you. You always liked all the people. You always thought everyone was a good guy. Like anytime any of us, I don't understand your function in this reality because you hung out with a group of people that absolutely despise the majority of the human race. And whenever one of us misanthropes started to bash on somebody, as would inevitably happen every single day, you would be like, oh, no, he's a good guy. He's a great guy. Oh, man, he's cool. Like you would have the entire world's back at any given moment. No matter what they did to you, you would love them regardless.
That's true. That was true at a time, and now the world has turned its back on me.
You know what? You know what it was? You were a loyal dog, and now you're becoming a mean, older junkyard dog. You're getting cranky in your old age.
That's right. That's true.
Starting to get a little bit of the mange and growl a little bit.
Yeah, don't put me down yet.
I might put you down quite a bit, actually. It is, in my estimation, cold and fool season, Tommy. The only vaccine is hiding away in my lair from this cold and fool season. I was at the gas station the other day, Tommy, which might surprise you because I never tell stories about the gas station. But I was at... If you interrupt me one more time, I'm going to punch you right through the internet. So I was at the gas station the other day. We have fun here. We love each other, me and this Tommy, you know. I was at the gas station the other day, which is one of the very few thriving sources of merchandise and consumerism left open in this godforsaken world.
Yes.
It really is. It's where you can buy all your bread and your Monster Energy drinks and also gasoline.
Yeah. I bought some shots there the other night, and then the lady that was me out, I bought her some lottery tickets for working. How about that?
Did you really?
Yep.
Oh my God. Why are you hitting on gas station ladies?
Hitting on her. She was old and I'm married, Randy. I did it to a guy a few weeks ago too at the same gas station.
Why are you hitting on a gas station guy too? Ooh, you got a gas station fetish?
No, I just go on there and I get my beer and my shots and sometimes my gas. And
oh, I see. You're already drunk when you go there. That's why. I got you.
I think the other night I might have been, yeah.
So I was at a gas station. And I saw this stupid what?
I said there was no hitting on. It was appreciating workers for what they're doing during this time.
Oh, my God. You're so essential to me. Without you, I could not buy these shots. So thank you. That's
true. I think that was probably where my line of thinking was.
Yeah.
Because the liquor store was closed. So.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
Yeah. You bless me with allowing me to get through another night. So here's a lotto ticket that you'll win $0 on. You're welcome.
It's like that lotto ticket might give you money, and this shot might give me cirrhosis. So let's see who wins.
Yeah, who wins this race, huh? So I was at this gas station, and I saw a stupid man. And he was a Carl if there ever was one. A Carl. Carl. He was 20-something. He had dead eyes, of course, because he looked like he never worried about his future for 1 second. He was, however, very concerned about the can of Skull he needed for his mouth-breathing self. You know, he required some chew to calm his gaping maw. And I know he was a mouth breather, you see, Tommy, because he was wearing no mask. Which seems like a tactical error. If you're a mouth breather, you're just sucking in all the germs and diseases and stray insects and glitter particles and fart fumes like Kirby. You need to dam up that wide open river, sir.
I am a mouth breather. I know how this goes.
I knew you could relate. You are a mouth breather of the highest order. There's nothing you can do about it. You're just a buffoon and you can't stop it. And that's fine. We accept you for it.
Thank you.
But anyways. Oh, I heard that song, by the way, by Blues Traveler on the radio today. The song But Anyways. And I
don't think I know that one.
Oh, you should. You'll never see a nearly 40-year-old white guy get more excited than when Blues Traveler is on the radio.
Really? You're a big John Popper fan, huh?
I don't know. Just a few songs. I felt like Ken Jeong on The Masked Singer. I got so excited. Really lost my balls over it. So Carl there bought his can of chewing tobacco because smoking cigarettes is so 1997.
Yeah, right.
I don't think anyone smokes cigarettes anymore.
I haven't seen them in a long time.
They're just sitting there vaping their ass off.
But you know what? Every gas station attendant has to count them like they're never going to come back.
I know. What's the deal with that? You don't got a better system of inventory than having your barely educated gas station attendant count them every day? You really trust those numbers? Man.
I can't remember what comedian it was. Somebody on my Facebook friends list, but they made a joke, and I can't remember the joke, but pretty much the punchline was, do they ever stop counting the cigarettes? And I thought, that's a good question. I don't think they do.
That'll be their punishment in purgatory, just counting cigarettes for the rest of eternity.
Well, they'll have experience.
I really feel bad, though, for those folks, because I bet they have dreams about counting cigarettes. Because, you always dream about your job, even though you don't want to. Like, you would have been dreaming about stinky, stupid feet, Tommy.
Yeah. Is that why I'm dreaming about nothing lately?
Yeah, because that's what you are, a big one.
Yeah, I know.
I'm here to lift you up, brother. That's what I'm here
Thank you.
for. You're welcome. So anyways, Carl bought his chewing tobacco, and I didn't judge him for that because we all have our vices, you see. And
Sure.
his just happened to include expelling black spit juice into Mountain Dew bottles. But, whatever your gnarly ass wants. I'm not gonna judge you, dirty Carl. You do you.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't judge him when he reached into his grubby dirt brother greased up pockets to plop an entire handful of change onto the counter. Like,
Are you sure? Are you sure you weren't judging?
I wasn't. The national coin shortage was in Dirty Carl's pocket, it seems. That's why we experienced that in our nation. I didn't have a coarse word in his direction because of that, Even though I was running late, I understood, we still have our vices. We've all been poor. We've all been scraping money from wherever we could. I'm not the one on this day who had to count nearly $8 in Corona-coded change. That was the lady behind the counter, so God bless her. And I hope she had sanitizer nearby, because hygiene seemed to be this poor lad's Achilles heel. He seemed to not like that water too much.
See, the people that just need to stay home. Send your pop-up to get your skull there, Carl.
Yeah, I'm sure he lives with his pop-up for sure,
Send all Meatball and Pop-up there. They can get the bread and the peanut butter, too.
Yeah, that's a day in paradise for old Dirty Carl, I bet.
A skull and a PB&J at the same time.
Yeah, nothing better. It's a delicacy in some countries, I'm sure.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah, they call that the Boston Public. I don't know. Who knows anymore, right? Anyways, it's what popped into my head. Sue me, all right? I'm real funny. Just deal with it. He didn't have enough money, and I didn't judge him on that just because I fucking pay with $20 bills wherever I go. And then light the change on fire because that's how I roll.
Randy Jackson.
That's right. So anyways, he left after the lady spent 18 minutes, it seemed like, counting all that change. And I paid for my beverage, walked outside because, not everyone takes 18 minutes at making a purchase at the flipping gas station. And I walked out to see Dirty Carl get inside his car there. And I didn't really mind that he was driving a turd on wheels. It had dents in the doors. It was a gray hood on a lime green car, which who knew that was even a color you could buy anywhere at any time in the history of America, but he had it. And it had brighter green racing stripes that I'm sure he put on the side of the car, because I can't imagine that would be something that would move off the lot if it had those already on it. And I didn't judge him for that because we've all driven pieces of shit in our lives, Tommy.
Did he get the skull? He said he didn't have enough money.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention. He had to borrow from the little change container there. You know how gas stations have, cents? Just random cents? He had to take some cents from there, which was sad. Yeah.
Whatever. You got to get there somehow.
He got that skull, though, and he gets into his car. And also, I forgot to mention this, he hand-painted the number 69 near the rear of the driver's side of the car, and you best believe I judged him pretty hard for that.
So that's how the single guys get all the ladies.
Yeah. Oh, 69, Dirty Carl. Do you even know what that means? Do you? You ever tried doing that? Are you a master of 69, you stupid idiot? I doubt you even have the dexterity and the courage and even the giving nature to try such a stunt, you impetuous youth. Can you even believe somebody at the age of like 25 trying to pull a 69? You fucking novice. You goddamn rookie. Give me a break. Get out of here. You were
saving up, judging up, weren't you?
It was bottled up. It really was. Like, it had to come out. And thank God I saw that, because, Jesus Christ, I unleashed. I took him aside. I grabbed him by the scruff of the dirty collar, and I slapped him thrice. And I said, "You listen here, you son of a bitch."
You slapped him threes.
Yeah. I said, "You listen here, you son of a bitch. You wipe that off your goddamned car right now. That's disrespectful. You need to learn some manners, you stupid kid." And
right now, Carl's telling that story about some old man lecturing him at the gas station.
Yeah, he went home and cried to his peepaw and his meemaw, so I guess I won the day. I also, not recently, but soon enough, try to decipher that sentence. I saw a man with a black truck, and he had painted the words Black Betty on the side of it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, just scraggly, jagged letters, completely uneven, like outside of the lines and shit, like he was jacked up on Red Bull and had the energy drink tremors, as you do.
One of the most annoyingest songs ever.
Black Betty?
There's not a person that's cool out there that's ever karaoke'd that song.
I co-sign that, Sport. I agree with you. I don't think I think that's factually correct.
Thank you. I got to win one sometime.
In a survey, in a scientific study conducted by Harvard University, a survey was conducted, and they determined that nobody that's ever been cool has ever done Black Betty in karaoke.
Awesome. I knew I was onto something.
I read that in Karaoke Journal USA, issue 137, March 2006. Yeah, it was a good article. You should read it.
I can tell you brought up a truck. I went and test drove a car today.
No, stop.
It was fun.
Yeah? Did you top it out? Did you roll it? Tip it over?
Well, me and the beloved had seen it a couple weeks ago because we're looking for a car for our oldest daughter. And we drove it a couple weeks ago, and I was like, it's making a weird noise. I don't know about that noise. I don't know nothing about cars. Other than that, it looked to be in perfect shape. So we were like, nah, we'll just pass on. Well, about a week ago, the guy texted the beloved because my phone wasn't working at the time. And he texted and said, if you're still interested in the car, I'd lower the price. And we didn't respond. And then he texted today, and this is what was really weird. He said, hey, I have a little old lady that's getting ready to buy the car, but I figured I'd offer it to you guys first. Come on now, right? So neither of us believed that, but he had lowered the price again. And so I said, okay, well, let me see if my mechanic is, available. And so I call my mechanic. He says, sure, bring it on over.
Wait. Who are you to have a mechanic and to claim him as your own? My mechanic.
I traveled the nation in a car. I have to have a mechanic.
My mechanic.
The mechanic that I use.
My mechanic. Fuck you. Anyways, continue, you pompous ass.
So I take the car over to my mechanic.
You're so arrogant.
And he's like, yeah. He's like, give me 15 minutes and $25 and I'll go through the car for you. And I was like, that's fair. That's awesome. And so I get there, and as soon as he starts it up,
wait. Does your mechanic know you claim ownership over him and his entire existence?
I think so.
Yeah, you gonna put a ring on it?
I don't call him by his name. I just call him my mechanic.
Okay, so he knows. He knows his place in this universe.
So he gets in the car and immediately starts it up, and he's like, "Nope, not this car."
Oh.
But the thing is, it wasn't making that exact noise the whole way over there. And then it stopped. And then it started again. And he popped the hood, and he's like, "No, that's a rocker arm or a lifter." And I know both those words. And I told the balloon, I said, that noise that I hear might be a lifter, because I had that happen to me in a car before. But again, I don't know anything. So he was just like, "Nope, take it back. You don't want anything." So I had to take it back and tell the guy. And the guy told me that his mechanic had just checked it out, and it's perfect. He's like, "Well, I was told something different." I was like, "Well, I'm going with my mechanic and not your mechanic."
Oh my God! Why doesn't his mechanic and your mechanic fight it out in no holds barred grease monkey duel to the death?
Yes, mechanic death match.
Yes, this was it. Yeah,
for the title of Tommy's Mechanic.
There can be only one.
So yeah, that was fun getting to go do all that, but whatever. At least I put in the effort. I guess karma will come back around, hopefully, now that I feel like that's the way I do things. If I put in effort, then good things will come my way.
Oh yeah, how's that worked out for you in your life?
Well, in certain aspects, it's worked out really good.
Oh, it worked out well. I thought you were going to say well and give me all the reasons that it may or may not have worked out well.
I believe in the power of working at things, and then good things will come back to you.
Well, I believe in the power of love, because I'm a real Huey Lewis, and I've got some news for you, sir. We're going to take a short little break. You're listening to the Miserable Rejection Sausage.
I can bounce to this shit. Well, I'm a king of the lion, spirit lord to the iron. Where with thought of the wolves and lyrics born in the silence. You been using some bullshit, now you hearing some science. Stare my fears up in the face with the sheerest defiance. Keep it weird till I die, that's my shit. And if they're hating, I'ma hit them with the fiercest of kindness. I can peer in your eyes and see we clearly divided by the way that you're hiding. Come on, unleash the vibrance for the dearly departed. We ain't just merely surviving. And I ain't talking about some planes when I'm saying I'm fly. But this dream is so lucid and I'm making these movements I ain't never made. Maybe I just waiting on some miracles and better days. Played by my memories and ecstasy getaways. Brain fry, say hi, hey, watch the pain dry. But this habitat of patterns has me fully enamored with the fact of the matter, which is that which is actual.
Welcome back to the Sausage. How's everybody doing today? Do us a great big favor. Go to that Facebook.com. Join our Facebook group, Miserable Retail Slave. Search it. Love it. Deal with it. Oof. That's a burp. I feel okay doing that because Howard Stern burps on the air all the time, and I feel like I'm Howard Stern, so I can do that. I'm allowed.
He's awesome. Yes.
Excuse me with your cutting out mic. What did you say?
I said, well, yes, he's also a gross man.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's what I am. All right. I guess I'm the grossest man. God, every other word you said cut out. I felt like we were on network television and you were being edited for content there. We gotta do something about your audio because this is driving me insane. Like, I never want to see your face again. So doing it remote's great, but like I feel like the people's ears are bleeding.
Uh-oh.
So we're gonna have to buy you a supercomputer and build you a studio, and
yes, with all their Patreon money.
Yeah, that's right. Big fat Patreon money. We're gonna do a program for Patreon called Miserable Retail Slave After Dark, and we were gonna start it this week, but yeah, it's a bad week to do it because there's like Thanksgiving, and you're gonna be full of tryptophan and sleeping. So,
well, I'm sure.
Yeah, and plus you've got the Blackest of the Fridays. Is Black Friday still a thing? That seems like a tactical error, right?
And it shouldn't be a thing this year. Let's just double up on Cyber Monday.
Well, that sounds like a sexual thing. I don't know about doubling up, Tommy. You're talking about lifting levers and rocking hammers earlier, and now you're talking about cybering on Monday. You freak. God. Tommy, did you? I think I saw this. You booked some dates for next year? That seems...
I did. I couldn't believe it. Mr. Dave Landau.
The immaculate Dave Landau from the Dave Landau program, or whatever it's called.
Anthony Cumia show featuring Dave Landau.
Yeah, that one.
Yes. Only texted me and offered it to me. So I'll be headlining Thursday, April 22nd at the Funny Stop Comedy Club in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio.
Wait, you're headlining over Dave Landau?
No, he will not be there on Thursday. So I will be
okay. I was going to be real excited for our business prospects, but that's deflated.
Yeah. So Thursday night I'll be headlining, which I hope I get some shows before that, because that would be fun to just take a year off and then walk in and have to do 45 minutes straight.
Yeah, that'd be a great exercise for you to not suck.
I'm sure they'll have me back right away. And then the Friday and Saturday of that same weekend, I will be featuring for the aforementioned Mr. Dave Landau.
Aforementioned, not aforementioned?
I just like the strong A.
You like a strong A, huh?
I do. It's an A+.
Kiss my ace. You know?
So, yeah, that's at one of my favorite clubs at the Funny Stop in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. So.
Okay.
Yeah, end of April. I said, I don't know. I mean, the more I think about it now, it's probably not going to be much different than it is right now. So
yeah, that's what I was just going to ask you. So have you been talking to Dave at all?
Not really.
Not really. Okay, never mind. I was just wondering his thoughts. A real successful comedian, about what he thought was the reasonable return date for I don't know, living life.
Well, he's been out there. He's been doing shows.
Where the fuck has he been?
A lot in Florida. He was just
that makes sense.
Right. He was just in Kansas City, Missouri. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. No, he hasn't been out every weekend, but but he's been out. And I think when your name is big as him, it's kind of I'm sure it's hard to say no. That's where luckily, I'm getting unemployment and stuff, so I don't want to mess with that, even though it sucks. But, I think that's his livelihood, and that's, something that I guess he has. I'm sure he's been safe. He's a great guy in that aspect. But
well, he does have a job. It's called the Anthony Cumia Show, so.
Right, but his job was also, he was pretty much still gone every weekend for comedy. That's why he doesn't do Thursdays in clubs. Some clubs will do Thursdays, but some he don't. So that's where I come in and headline the Thursday, and then he comes in on Friday and Saturday and takes over. But if you didn't ask me, you asked me to ask Dave. But if you ask me, I don't think it's gonna be good until probably next winter. I would say New Year's Eve 2022. We'd probably be looking at.
Oh my God.
That's my prediction.
What a bleak apocalypse you just cheered the people up with. Thank you for that.
I think I talked about this maybe last time we did the program, but Tom Papa he was on Joe Rogan, and he said it will be better in June. And so I hope he's right.
Well, yeah, they have all the vaccinations, and then you have the anti-vaxxers, and then you have the people that just won't bother because they're lazy, and then you have, I don't know, just whatever. So who knows, quite honestly.
Yeah, that's why I was just I'll just take the dates, and we'll see what happens when we get there. But I don't know. I read an article just the other day that they think they found a cure. I don't know how long it will take. worked in mice and we're pretty anatomically and genetically like the same as mice, so it should work for us, but we'll see. I don't know.
Of mice and men. And you might be anatomically correct to a mouse, but I'm not. I'm a goddamn rat over here. Thank you very much.
Splinter.
Yes, I am. That's what the ladies call me, Master Splinter.
So yeah, I'm hoping that April would be different, but I don't really know how yet. I'm just hoping something happens. Maybe one of these cures that they're working on will come out, or maybe I don't know, maybe they'll find out you mix Robitussin with some, like, I don't know, something else, and then Alka-Seltzer and Robitussin or something. Who knows?
We do need to do something about this audio quality, because your voice sounds like an electronic beat, you daft punk. You sound like Max Headroom's ex-boyfriend, and I'm sick of it.
I don't know who that is.
Max Headroom? What are you, 12 years old?
Is that the guy from Apt People?
Okay, let's not talk anymore, because you make me sick. Oh, boy. Yeah, the world is weird, and I'm sick of it, and you best believe they offer a vaccine. I'm lining up. I'll be first in line.
Yeah.
Like, stab me with all the needles. I just want to not be afraid of anything no mo.
Yeah, I read that. I read an article last night because I was like all super worried and not crazy about it. That's what happens to me at night. And they said that the vaccine's gonna fuck you up. It's not gonna be expect to be fucked up for a day or two, like big time.
Yeah, I read that too. That's great. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. They said like people that don't get fucked up, they assume are going to be like, wait, did I get a placebo? Did I get the right one? And I thought that was like a weird thing to put in the article. Like, why put that to people?
Yeah. Did they really write that? Like, people that don't get fucked up are going to be like, hey, why didn't we get fucked up? What a great writer.
The people that don't experience side effects could possibly think that they have received a placebo.
Oh.
Just like, why would you even put that in people's heads, though? Maybe there are placebos. Maybe they don't have enough vaccines, so they're only going to do like 1 in every 5 people with the real thing, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
This entire podcast is a placebo about what's funny and what's not. Are you listening to a placebo, or is this the real thing? Who can tell? Who can tell? I can't imagine, quite honestly, and I'm glad I'm not doing it, online dating now in this environment. But I'm pretty sure the standards have gotten even more strict. Like, I know you're supposed to stay 6 feet apart from people, but I mean, back in the day, ladies wouldn't even touch me with a 10-foot pole, so I would have felt right at home. Dun-dun-dun.
I could just see 2 people that met like on a Match.com, and they're sitting in the park, and they each bring their lawn chair, and they have to sit on each side of the picnic table.
Yeah.
And they just like yell at each other back and forth.
Yeah, there was this cute story at the beginning of the pandemic during lockdown when these 2 folks in, I think, New York City or something met online, and the dude went on their first date in a bubble.
Oh.
Yeah. And he's like, and my only thought was, oh, finally this guy's like, finally my weirdness is acceptable. I can do this weird shit, and it seems quaint and awesome. Yeah, that shine will wear off real quick.
Yeah, I wonder if they're still dating.
No. I mean, he's a dull luster at this point.
She popped his bubble?
Yeah, that bubble got popped real quick, I'm sure.
Broke his bubble.
Yeah. Yeah. Marsha, he showed up to your date in a bubble. Oh my God, who does that? Yesterday was Monday, Tommy, and I was morally offended by what I heard on my radio.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I tend to listen to 90s stations because my soul craves angsty poetry and also giant fat beats at any given moment.
Right.
But I had it on 90s at 9, and they were playing, of all things, Tootsee Roll by the 69 Boys, spelled with a Z, because they're edgy, and I guess Brian Austin Green must have took notes from them.
Yeah. Drop dead and seated roll. Let me see that Tootsie Roll.
That one, yeah. And also, they seem to be extreme pussy artists because 69, which is ironic because I just brought up 69, and Dirty Carl is not an artist of the Poontang. I can tell you that. And also doubly ironic because it was playing on the station 90s at 9 a.m. You know, I feel like I'm falling through a vacuum of holy shit right at this point.
I like that station, by the way.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. I listen to that and that Lithium station, and those are my faves. But
I do that. Outlaw country, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Yep.
Okay. I was pissed though because I'm like, who wants to hear this dance music at 9 a.m. on a fucking Monday? Who's ready to throw down and really shake that ass to some Tootsie Roll at 9 a.m. on a Monday? Yeah, you've got some energy that I can't even believe if that's the case. I'm still shaking off the sleep hangover, a dead weekend sleep, and you're just cotton candy sweet to go. Let me see that Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, I don't know what you've been told.
Yikes, get out of this town.
It ain't the butterfly, it's the Tootsie Roll.
Yeah. Then I heard this other song by Lit. You remember this band Lit?
I do. My Own Worst Enemy.
Yeah, they had another song too, called Miserable.
I don't remember that one. But that's funny. There are only two songs. They're Miserable and My Own Worst Enemy.
Right? Yeah, like the singer there, Toby Lit or whatever his fucking name was. He must have been a real fun dude to be around.
Sure.
He has a dreadful scratchy whine to his voice that really speaks to me though. And the entire song is like, you make me so miserable. And it made
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it made me realize that there's a ton of songs out there that are love songs, right? If you will. Like songs about falling in love or finding a guy or gal or one night stands. And correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like it's one of the most common lyrical themes, don't you think?
Yes, absolutely. Goodbye Stranger by Supertramp. That's probably the best one night stand song.
Yeah, you're a Supertramp. Who'd win in a fight, Supertramp or Super Freak?
Super Chunk.
Ooh.
I think Super Grass too, isn't there?
There is a Super Grass, you're right. Jesus, things were super in the 70s.
Yeah. Oh, it's Semisonic, dang it.
Yeah.
They never got to the super level.
There's probably some shitty indie band out there that was called Supersonic though, so.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I feel like there's a ton of love songs out there, but it's always like a song about the pursuit. Like the chase is better than the catch, I guess. Like there's plenty of fish in the sea. Sometimes you're like Captain Ahab trying to find your elusive white whale, and finally you're in a position to catch your Moby Dick, and you plunge your harpoon into the whale, and then the whale starts swimming away and pulls you along with it, and you're fucking drowning the whole time. And that's what these love songs are. You're either in pursuit, or you're dreaming of someone, or you're drowning in misery, or someone left. And my thing is, where are all the content love songs? Like, life is pretty good and things are going okay, and I'm happy with my day to day. I'm glad I found my person. Does that not put butts in the seats? Do you know of any content love songs? Like, this relationship is fine.
I do. There's the Atlantic Star song, which I can't think of the name of it right now.
Oh, Always?
Yes.
Oh.
And there's Chicago, You're the Inspiration.
Oh, that's a fucking hot jam. Is that about a relationship, though?
I don't know. It might just be to the other guys in the band. Like you play saxophone well.
Yeah. You're the meaning in my life. Your saxophone gives me inspiration.
You bring meaning to my life. Yeah.
Bro, I love the way you toot on that horn.
There you go. That's on the album. That's not the radio version.
Yeah. That's the deep cut.
Yeah. Extended play.
Check out the B-sides, bro.
Yeah, so I guess that was like a thing of the 80s, though, right? Like, I guess. Like, I guess you don't hear that much anymore.
Yeah, you're probably right. I feel like every song in the 80s was like uplifting. Like every fucking song made you want to pump your fist in the air and thought you could conquer the nation just by hearing it. Like any song.
What love is.
Yeah, right? There's that goddamn song from by Starship. Like I can't remember if it was Jefferson or they were in an airplane or riding a starship, or it was just Starship. I don't know, but it was nothing. Nothing's gonna stop us from the Mannequin soundtrack.
Yeah, nothing's gonna stop us now.
Yeah,
and we build this dream together. Yeah,
that song makes me believe anything is possible.
That is a good song.
In the 80s, we're full of that. Like the world would be a lot better if we just had 80 songs nonstop. Like we'd all be overachieving at this point.
Yeah, let's bring back the 80s.
Yeah. God. I'm just getting jaded, I feel like. I'm getting older and the full moon of my life is rising and I'm turning into a were-Ralph. Because I feel like a Ralph is the perfect name for an old man, and that's what I'm turning into. Just an ornery get off my porch back in my day, motherfucker.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. I swear to God, folks, I used to be so cool and so hip, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah, we turned 35 plus.
Yeah. Plus. It's hunting season, I think, and that seems like a Ralph dad thing to do. You know, I would hunt, but you can't find Doritos in the wild. You ever been hunting, Tommy?
I have.
Oh,
a couple times.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just can't kill anything. I don't even like killing bugs. So
yeah, that would be my problem. Shooting shit to death doesn't seem like a great use of my time. I'd probably feel real bad about it.
No, David Crow, he's an older stand-up comedian. He won I don't know. He was huge in the early 2000s and stuff. Anyway, very funny.
Did you say
guy.
David Crow?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! I thought he was like some spiritual animal that sat on your shoulder and taught you about life for a minute there. I didn't realize he was a real person.
He's a good comedian. I hope he's still out there. I haven't seen his name in a while, but he won one of the big comedy festivals in the late 90s, early 2000s, and that put him in a lot of places. But
I'm sure he's still scavenging around somewhere and cacawing all over the place.
He should. It's a crow with an E.
Okay.
Yeah, good dude. But he had a joke. I can't remember exactly how it goes. So we should do this once a week, right? Tommy butchers somebody else's joke because it happens once a week anyway.
There's no should. You do it. Tommy Covers a Joke has been a running theme on this program for 8 years. So,
but it was something about he was watching Ted Nugent on TV, and Ted Nugent was like, "There's nothing better than getting out in the woods all day and killing your meat and harvesting it and gutting it and cooking." And he's like, "Well, I got 4 kids, so maybe driving through McDonald's seems a little better to me, Ted." I thought that was a good ass joke.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that.
It was something like that.
Yeah. Who has time to do all that nonsense?
That was a joke. Yeah, if you're a fucking rock star that's made millions of dollars and you don't have to work for your food, then
yeah, I don't even have enough time to do my own laundry, let alone feed my 3 kids and wife there. So, God.
But yeah, I went hunting a couple times as a kid. I think my dad just took me and my brother out just to give us the experience and
the old father-son bonding.
Yeah, or maybe just I mean probably some of that, but also just to see if we liked it. Might as well show them that world. My brother still hunts,
Okay.
not a huge hunter, but I think he got a buck this year. But
oh really?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd rather just sit at home on the couch.
Yeah, there's things that I would really enjoy about it and things that I would not enjoy. For example, I would probably enjoy sitting there in silence for a few hours in nature.
Right.
I would probably want it to be a little bit warmer than 20-something degrees. as it
Right.
tends to be these days.
Yep.
But still, I could probably deal with that. I would enjoy that. I wouldn't enjoy shooting a thing. I think I said that. I don't think that makes me less of a man. It just means I care about shit.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
And then the other problem is if I actually shot a thing, I would be like, well, what the fuck do I do now? Like, you expect me to fucking gut this thing right here?
That's what
Like,
you do. That's what you do.
yeah.
One of my Facebook friends showed like his 10-year-old gutting a video of it, and I couldn't watch. Like the 10-year-old was like pulling the guts out, and I'm like, oh,
that 10-year-old's more of a man than I'll ever be.
me too.
I had a fucking former boss that he hit a deer on the side of the road. The police come and said he could have the deer, so he fucking gutted he had a whole kit in his car with a knife and shit, and he gutted the deer right there on the side of the road, and I'm like, that's a man right there. Just elbow deep in some guts and blood and sharp objects. Rah, 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 rah.
It's the Boy Scout, always prepared.
Yeah, Tim Allen motherfucker right there. Not I.
Yeah, I don't think him.
You got anything else going on in your existence, Tommy, that you need the people to know about?
I don't think so. I'm glad you brought up that I do have some shows coming. I guess that gives me a little bit of hope, light at the end of the tunnel, maybe. Hopefully I don't run completely out of money before that happens, but we'll see. Yeah. I have tried to get me a job. I don't know.
At the Good Feet store. See. Yeah.
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 Keep already calling back. I'll take.
Yeah. keep us abreast of all the weird jobs you try to go for. That seems like a fun thing. Okay. We can turn Randy's career fair into Tommy's career fair.
Yeah, since you got your career.
Yeah.
Manager John was asking me the other day, and I was telling him all about it. So.
Oh, why doesn't Manager John fucking talk to me ever?
He said no. He had a reason. I can't remember what his reason. It was something to do with the phone he was on or something. I can't remember.
Okay, but seems like an excuse to me.
No, he said I would be asking Randy this, but I'll have to go look. But he did say something like that.
Manager John, I love Manager John. One of our favorite people on the program. Shout out to what?
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Is that he was the inspiration for me putting up another comedy clip the other night. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, yeah. Everyone did.
Because Manager John said, hey, I'm showing a good buddy of him and his, like, I think they swap comedy videos or something, and I guess they both really enjoyed my crisscross video that's on my website, www.ethompson.com. And so Manager John said, hey, you should put up another clip. And so I threw it up on the old Facebook there.
Nice. Why don't you share Big Dumb Comedy Podcast with all your pals there, Manager John, as well all the rest of you should do. Yeah. Big shout outs to all my retail brothers in arms. I mean, I was one of you for the longest time. I just got out. This is the first fucking holiday season I haven't worked in retail in 22 years.
Wow, you're gonna love it. Well, you can't do much. You're gonna love it.
Well, I already love it because I haven't experienced all the shit that comes with the holiday season, and this seems like the worst possible year to work the holiday season. So, I mean, I'm sure Black Friday's still going to be a dumb thing, and people are going to panic buy right now. And plus, on top of all the usual holiday nonsense. So my thoughts and prayers. And prayers. If you have any big dumb retail stories, go ahead and call us on the Miserable Hotline, 810-328-3826. And vent, because I'm sure you're going to be very angry at 1 or 2 points during this holiday season. We'll play them on the show and, like, I don't know, feel bad for you. What else? Oh, I have another podcast. It's called Someone's Favorite Movie. I do that with the man they call Tomko. Although earlier today, his name auto-corrected to Tom Cow, and I kind of appreciate that. And I told Tommy I wish he would legally change his name to Tom Cow. So we should
Tom Cow Tuesdays.
Tom Cow Tuesdays. We should probably make him do that, right? So,
yeah, absolutely.
So that's a thing. Do that wherever you snag your podcast, someone's favorite movie. And also, I'm going to be starting a third podcast pretty soon because I hate to have free time, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
What else, Tommy? What else?
Oh, I don't know. I gotta go poop.
Oh, Tommy's got to go poop. We are going to do Miserable Retail Slave After Dark for the Patreon page, so Tommy has money and doesn't fail to feed his family. So that's going to be a thing. It's going to be full-length episodes of Miserable Retail Slave, but a little bit, I don't know, raunchier and unedited, and probably stuff we couldn't talk about on the regular show. We'll talk about there. That's coming up next week-ish, whenever we do it next. We hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.